Hello. Good morning, or good day, as apparently roosters crow all times of day, not just in the morning. I plan to do a vlog, and I don't really have energy at the time of recording this to worry about the visuals, so I'm just gonna chat, see what comes out, and make a video from there. Right now, I cut myself an apple and I have some peanut butter, and that is my snack. But I am pretty excited with some things that are going on. Um, I finished another audiobook, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I found it really hard to read, especially the introduction and the first book. By the end, I think I was getting the hang of it more. I like that I've been reading a lot more fluidly right off the paper. I think I've been having a few less mistakes. Um, Things that I need to work on with my narration is enunciating. I will listen back and I'm like, I have no idea what I said there. The new book that I am working on is Emily Dickinson, her poems. So it's the second book written by a female that I am narrating, and I'm excited for that, and I'm kind of having fun with it. However, I am so grossed out, and I'm guessing most of you are, but when you hear someone talk and there are the S's and the P's and T's and the just like the mouth sounds, and I'm sure some are being picked up right now, I so want those gone. But I'm on like a very bare bones, budgety narration setup here. So I have headphones, and then I use their fairy wings because you can make your own pop filters that's supposed to help filter that sound out. And it's essentially like a nylon fabric. And I layer that up, but it's not good enough. I've tried the headset like in different positions with the pop filter in front, but it sounds really tin can like, so it doesn't work. It's best I got. Something in the future I will work towards. But I am so proud of myself that I kept showing up and reading, doing the editing and posting on YouTube. I have a wonderful following of 152 people right now. So hello, welcome, thanks for being here. But overall, I don't get 152 views. I get usually less than 50 views on a video, but still pretty cool to think about that, you know, anyone clicks and gives my video a little listen. But overall, essentially, I'm showing up for myself at this point, and hopefully that's what it will always be. It's me showing up for myself and this journey, and other people just wanting to come along and see how and where it's going. In regards to my art journey, I'm pretty happy with some progress I feel that I have made. I'm making it more dynamic scenes. I'll maybe put a few that I've been working on that I'm kind of proud of up here. And I've been doing different styles, like more impressionist, and then I'll go back to the more cartoon style. It will be nice when I have a more set style because I do think it would be cool someday to offer commissions, even if it's for like a really short window. It's just one of those like bucket list items that I would like to try and do. However, I think it's kind of hard to get a commission and then not know what style to do it in. So I have some confusion that I have to clarify on how I would even want to approach that. And I think in the meantime, just keeping practicing will get me there. Okay, so that's with art. Oh, I did a few videos and I think they were pretty fun. So I watched this How to Draw Literally Anything YouTube video, and I just recommend watching it because I might have got like the generalized meaning kind of mixed up. However, it talked about how your brain works and how it affects your body and how you perceive or draw things. So I came up out of that with some exercises to try to improve my art, and they essentially were drawing an image upside down, and then I tried drawing with my non-dominant hand since that side of your body is controlled by the creative side of your body. I do think it's just neat to kind of, try and be ambidextrous, do something that's uncomfortable, It was such a weird feeling to draw with my left hand for that long. I drew for like 8, 9 minutes. I wanted to like throw the pen and just shake my arm so bad. It was, I don't use those tendons, those ligaments and muscles that well, so I think it was just a weird feeling and it lasted for hours. So that was kind of fun. I'm pretty surprised and happy with the results of those videos. I didn't draw the happy little pup. I drew some bears. We got these coasters, and I think you get them for either donating to some sort of cause or they send them to remind you and think of them. So maybe you'll, send them in money a little later. But I was like, let's do that. That'll be cool. And yeah, those are really fun. I talked about in that video that I was thinking of doing another exercise where you draw without looking at the canvas. Um, and this essentially is that exercise. I did it digitally because that's where I felt like drawing. You can kind of see that the happy little pup is there, but it's definitely a mess, and it's not going to be nice. It's not going to turn out super duper, but apparently it's supposed to help your art. So my hope is to do those on more of a normal basis, but I'm having this weird conflict of interest because I feel I should be practicing drawing the happy little pup specifically, but I don't really have a lot of photos of her printed or super accessible. And I don't know that I really want her actual photos out on the internet. It's a weird thing. But I don't see anything wrong with continuing to practice with just like the coaster pictures. I suppose my one concern there is that maybe there's some sort of copyright on these, but I think in a sense I purchased them or we purchased them because we donated money to get them. So I'm a little unclear then there. But also too, like it's nice to have a little diversity, and even if what I'm drawing isn't specifically the happy little pup, it is all with the intention of becoming better at that art. Um, I also started a Patreon, so it's where you can go and support a content creator that you really like. And in thanks for that, they provide you with like exclusive art content and gifts. Some people will do physical mailings of like stickers that they make or postcards. I'm choosing at this point. I have one tier and you can access all of the past months so far. So I started Patreon in January, and I do digital wallpapers, digital phone wallpapers, and desktop. And then I've also, for February, done a coloring book page, one you can either just print out onto a piece of paper, or I did one with a transparent background so that you can, sorry for hitting the speaker there, so that you can download it into a art program and digitally color that way. So I thought that was really fun. I set it just at $3 a month for the subscription, excuse me, the subscription tier, which I'm calling the Happy Little Paws, and I even made like a little animated paw and grass that moves. I don't know, it was fun. Um, and then there's also a 7-day free trial. So, yes, you can totally try that out to get all the benefits and the cool, happy little pup art that's out there. And then just say, like, okay, that was cool, but I don't love it, and move along. And always take care of yourself and your needs before you go and spend any sort of superfluous expenses, is my motto. So, the Patreon's going to be there if this month doesn't work for you, and maybe sometime in the future you're interested in. I totally get that. Um, yeah, so, and there'll also be a little bit of excerpts. Usually, what I put on Patreon isn't really on TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. So, I have all of those. Instagram, I've been getting a little more interaction and feedback, and I've been more regularly posting on there. So that's been really nice feedback. I do posts on Instagram on Tuesday and Thursday, and then TikTok I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's been a very nice balance without feeling too burnt out or I'm using up content too quick and I'm stressed about making more. That's been really good. It's actually maybe a little bit slow for I have all this content I want to put out there, but I also don't want to saturate and I want people to be like, "Oh yeah, the happy little pup," but not be like, "Oh my goodness, another happy little pup." Like it's too much. So I'm trying to strike that nice balance. The weather around here, we've had some really pretty winter weather things go on. I did a video about a snowstorm that we had, and then we had some hoarfrost that was so pretty. I loved it so much. Um, Everyone's been pretty good here. I'm kind of getting myself a little analysis paralysis on trying to make videos more dynamic and interesting. I've started choreographing the footage to the music that I use, and that's kind of fun, but it can be a little long winded. I think too that I might not try so hard to stick to the 8 minute window, 8 minute video that's recommended. I don't know. We'll see. That one's up in the air. I think the longer and more interesting it is, the better. But I also think right now with my content, it's not super engaging, so maybe shorter would be better for attention spans. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. Already talked about those things. Oh, I did also start a Ko-fi, but it's not. I think that one I'm going to end up dropping off and closing down. So Ko-fi, that's what a lot of people will use from what I'm seeing for you to go and buy commissions from them. You can also do posts like on Patreon. You can have a shop where you can buy digital art or like maybe brushes or a course, something like that. But I guess I haven't been influenced as strongly to use Ko-fi. They don't have as much ads in my face to really keep drawing me to it. But Patreon, there's a creator that I followed, excuse me, Mimi Moo Illustrations, and I actually like became part of her Patreon, and it was a really good experience. So I have some sort of experience within that platform, so I'm kind of wanting to keep growing. I think it is pretty controversial to start a Patreon when I have so few following because typically you're going to get 1% ratio. So if you have 1,000 followers, you're going to get one person that'll maybe become a patron. But at the same time, for myself, it's nice having low to no pressure to hope that you are making someone happy that's investing and believing in you. But I also just want to get used to the habit of creating these things and get it worked into the month. And I have through April. Yes, I have desktop wallpapers done through April as well as phone wallpapers done through April too. The only thing I'm unsure of continuing on is the coloring book pages. So if you guys think those are fun, let me know. But for sure, I want to do the digital and phone wallpapers for the patrons on the Patreon. In the future, I think I'm going to add another tier, and that tier will allow you to utilize all of the past months, like digital wallpapers or whatever offerings, and you can read up as far back as you would like. Whereas the Happy Little Paws tier will then become only the current month's information and digital offerings. I think that will be a nice balance. I think that I've chatted long enough. That's kind of where I am at with this YouTube journey, with my narration journey, and with my art journey. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great day. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, tell a friend. All right, bye for now.